In this video, I'm going to show you how to winterize your pressure washer, coming up right now. Hey everybody, Rudy here from Take a Bath Productions with another video showing you how to fix various things. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. I come out with videos like this as often as I can. In this video, I'm going to show you what I usually do to winterize my pressure washer. I'm going to show you some of the tips and tricks that I use. So without further ado, let's dive right in. All right, so normally I like to keep the gas tanks full on these things if you're storing them through the winter, unless you drain the fuel completely out of them, including the bowl and the carburetor. I fill them up. The reason for that is the ethanol that's in the fuel will attract moisture as it sits there, and you can get condensation inside the tank, and the moisture will get inside the tank and rust out the tank if you have a metal tank, or if it goes in the carburetor, which it will, it'll gel out the carburetor. In addition to that, if you have a local gas station that has ethanol-free gas, please get that for your lawn and garden equipment. It will love you during the wintertime. And also, if you don't have access to that, I usually use this stable brand right here. This is called Tron. I don't have any affiliate links with Tron. This is just the one I prefer to use. It works fine. There's other stabilizers out there on the market that work just as good too. So if you put this in the tank with the ethanol-free gas, it'll still be just fine. And the dosage on this is very light. It's 1 ounce for 3 gallons of gas. You can add more than that. I usually just dump it in there and guesstimate it because it isn't that critical. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here right now, and I'm going to add some fuel to it to make sure the tank's full. So I'm sure that's more than 1 ounce right there, and that tank isn't no 3 gallons either. So let's go ahead and fill up the tank. All right, so we got the tank full. You're going to want to do this next step with the pressure washer water hooked up, because you're going to have to run this for a few minutes to get this stabilizer that's in the tank through the carburetor and through the fuel system. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and run this. What I usually do, I usually run it for at least 5 minutes. If you're running a pressure washer like that, just spray the nozzle every once in a while to relieve the pressure, because it's not good for it just to leave it sit there and idle while not doing anything with it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, so I ran it for about 5 minutes to get all the fuel through the system, and we're going to go ahead and disconnect everything right now. Usually relieve the pressure that's in the hose, and then turn the water off and go ahead and disconnect everything. Well, we got everything disconnected. Usually I like to get the water out of the hose. I don't want to leave that sit in the hose. If you have an incline at your property, leave the hose sit on an incline for a few minutes, and it'll drain all the water out of it. I just kind of jack that side up right there, like so, and should have some water coming out of the other end. Do the same thing with the wand. Leave it set at an incline and squeeze the trigger and just let the water come out of that, because if that freezes up, I have bought these things from yard sales before and get it home and the end of it is all blown out because it got frozen. So this is definitely something you need to get the water out of. This next step here, you need to get the water out of the pump to avoid that pump cracking. I use this product here. You can buy this at Lowe's or probably Home Depot too. And you pump in this pump saver through the pump and wait for it to come out the other side. They recommend you can put this through the hose and all that, but it's about $8 a can. And as long as you get the water out of the hose, I wouldn't do this unless you just don't care about the can and you just want to blow the whole thing. But to me, if you just use this for the pump alone, you'll get several uses out of it out of one can. All right, so all you do is screw that into the water inlet right there. I like to use a rag on the other end just to avoid any mess all over the place, and just kind of do that. Keep the rag handy. Just pump it through until it comes out the other side. There, it's coming out. That's it. So as you can see, that's probably going to want to drip out of there for a few minutes. If you want to not get that all over the floor, just use a rag underneath of that, or a bucket or something, until that stops dripping. And then that's it. You're done. All right, guys, that's about it. If you have any questions, comment below. If you liked this video, smash that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I come out with videos like this as often as I can. Thanks for watching.